France, see, France was the first started singing the song 99 Bottles of Beer on the Wall. America joined in the chorus, but France was the first one. 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. They discovered in the 1920s that they were not repopulating, replenishing their population, that they were dying off. It was so many, when they came to this world, when they bust through that damn Summers Gate, they came into this world from those outer worlds. See, it's outer worlds that we don't know about. It's other lands. You keep walking on this damn plane, you're gonna come into a land with goddamn Venus and Mars. Like, you ain't gonna see our sun that they call Helios and this moon. When you go to sleep at night, you're gonna see fucking Venus. And then when you wake up in the morning, you'll see Mars if you keep walking. So they came from those outer worlds, and this plane is so long that it's sitting under those outer worlds. And so when they came here, it was so many of them that they came through the Summer Gate. It opened up, our cell membrane opened up, and they were allowed to come through. And so when they came here, it was so many. They seen all these mountains and gold and diamonds and waterfalls and all this beautiful. And they start fighting over that shit. And then France starts. But when that World War One, that was called World War One. They was fighting over all this shit, taking all the lands from the blacks. And what happened was that they start killing each other. So there were so many that died that they came to discover, and France was the first one discovered this, that they not replenishing their race. They started singing 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. If one of those bottles should happen to fall, 98 bottles of beer on the wall, 96 bottles of beer on the wall, or 95. If one of them should happen to fall, 95 bottles. They discovered France in the 20s. But get this. So what they said was, this what France said. They said that Americans like Lyndon Baines Johnson them discovered it in the 60s. This what Malcolm X said. I got this from him. I read this in his bibliography. Lyndon Baines Johnson them discovered that they weren't repopulating in the 60s. But France said in the 1920s, they said that any race of people could come to France, could come to France and help them repopulate their nation. Any group of people, you come, just like how we got immigration here. France said you could come there. We'll give you, housing. We'll give you money, and then set you up. That's why they always talk about France. They great lovers, and they not great lovers. It's not that they great lovers or they romantic. They might come from Rome, but they not romantic in the sense of that they know how to make love and replenish their race. They couldn't. And anybody could come during that immigration law in the 1920s, except for them niggas. Ain't that something to say? You choosy. You need help, and you being fucking choosy. You the one. 96 bottles of beer on the wall, 96 bottles of beer. If one of us should happen to fall, 95 bottles of beer on the wall. So now, Lyndon Baines Johnson them, and I can't remember it like I used to. I'm a little older now, but when they did the Civil Rights Bill, they was being tricky. See, every time they give you something, it's for the benefit of them. They don't never get, like when they did the Civil Rights Bill, if you just go read it, the acclamations about it, when they finished it, when the bill was finished and passed, they're like, this is the keystone. It's a certain part of the Civil Rights Bill, the minority part, where you're dealing with the minority part of it. They said that part. And I kept reading that, and they said, this is the keystone of the Civil Rights Bill. This is the grandiose, this is, talking all these accolades. And I was like, why the fuck is they being so fucking proud of themselves? Because it was during the 60s when it was racial hatred. The reason that they put that inside the Civil Rights Bill, that minority part of it, is because that they knew that in the future that their grandchildren and great-grandchildren would be minorities. That they knew that they were depopulated at that time. And that's why in their secret societies and all, they came up with a, I don't know how to say the word, I forgot it. It's called whatever the word is, it's it's like euthanizing black people. It's killing us. They came up. That's why they came up in their secret society. Said if we don't start. They had a secret meeting out on an island, and I ain't gonna call their names, but they had papers, and when they got there, it was sitting on the desk and said they had to sign off on killing us. They said we've been at war with these people since we met them, and if we don't start killing these people off, we might as well race toward our extinction. So they signed off on that to start killing us off. But the thing I was trying to say is 99 bottles of fucking beer on the wall. And so when you get to modern day, what's going on now is, see, they don't have no response, no true answer for it, true response. They just know that it's gonna happen, that soon around the world they're losing their power. They once controlled, they were a small minority here. I think it was 20-some% of the world population that control 80% of the world's resources. Now they know that in the next 50 years, they're going to be like 16%, and they're going to only control 30% of the world resources. So their response to that is, you see this damn rent, you see this rental shit, they can charge whatever the fuck they like. So their response is, oh yeah, we dying off, but we going to rent this. If y'all be overpopulated, so if you come to live in our motherfucking houses, we can charge y'all whatever the fuck we want to charge y'all. That kind of shit. You know,